TV, DI, TV, DI, TV. My channel be poppin', go see me. DI, TV, DI, TV, DI, TV. My channel be poppin', go see me. Come on my channel, couple of things that I handle. DI's on the panel, protected and stay with the hammer. I can make this one your channel. You like how I look on the camera? I can return on the loyalty. Subscribe to the monthly channel. Can't get an intro, you ain't fly like me. You can even ask a girl with their eyes by D. Anybody do it, then fly by me. They say they like it, then fly by me. Yeah, like, share, subscribe to DITV.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Diaz and I'm back with another video. This video that I'm about to make may irritate somebody. It's a very sensitive subject. So if you are not up to watching watching my video and listening to stuff that has sensitive topics to it, please just go ahead and just turn it off now. Hold on one second. Alright, you guys, sorry about that. Okay, so what I was saying was, if you don't like to hear or listen to any kind of sensitive subject, please tune out right now, because I have seen 2 videos, and YouTube, I'm speaking to you guys, these are all accurate. This is all accurate information. I did my research. Everything is to the T. There is no me adding anything onto anything, so this is all accurate information. So I think 2 things on the news about death penalties. Now, if anybody's familiar with any of the laws for Pennsylvania, then you would know that there's a I'm trying to think of what they call it. Let me see if I can see where this was. Moratorium, that's what it was called. I apologize, guys. There's a moratorium that goes for the death penalty in Pennsylvania, and that's according to Governor Wolf. And I'm going to speak about that again as I'm talking. So, first, I seen on the news about the death penalty that they're given to Calvin Crew. Now you guys can all look this up and get the information for yourself and see that I'm not like making anything up. Calvin Crew, and this is in Pennsylvania. Calvin Crew is getting the death penalty for killing a woman. Now, one, let me explain. He's an African American man, a person of color. The woman is white. Okay? He's getting the death penalty for killing her. Now, he has multiple charges against him. Homicide, robbery, tampering evidence. So he's getting the death penalty. She's 38. The body was found in a wooded area on the hillside in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. She was shot in the one part of her head and it came out the left side. She was driving as an Uber driver that day, and on the dash cam video it shows her and this gentleman, Calvin Crew, in the car with her moments before she died. Okay. So he's getting the death penalty. Now, just listen to what I'm saying with all of these situations, and then we'll explain after that. Okay, that's number one. Next was Ramel Holt, which was also an African-American person of color, is getting the death penalty for killing a New Kensington, Pennsylvania officer in 2017. His name was Brian Shaw. Holt was a passenger in a car that was pulled over for a traffic stop. Now, Holt got out and ran, and as he was running, he shot Officer Shaw. He's getting the death penalty. Person of color, white man. Number 2. Okay. Let me see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay. Purvis Payne. He is currently still on death row for the murder of a white woman. He's a person of color. This is in Tennessee, though. I don't know what their death penalty is in Tennessee, so I'm not going to say it because I don't want to give any inaccurate information. His attorneys are arguing that he had an intellectual disability, which they confirmed that, but he killed a white woman. He's on death row. Not the death penalty, but he's on death row. Okay, so that's number 3. Troy Davis from Georgia. Okay, this happened September 21st of 2011. He was executed by lethal injection for the murder of a police officer. This was an African American man that killed an officer. That's number 4. So, you see how many so far. I got Calvin Crew, Ramel Holt, Purvis Payne, and Troy Davis. And yes, I'm actually reading from this so I can make sure that I have all the accurate information. Okay, so that's 4 men that were, 3 of them were already executed, and 1 is still on death row, going to be executed. Not yet, but going to be executed. Okay, so let me take it back now. That's 1, 2, okay. Next one. 3 white men, a father, a son, and a neighbor, chased a man of color down while he was jogging. First in a car, and then they got out and they attacked him and shot him. Fatally shot him. His name was Ahmaud Arbery. All he was doing was jogging. It took 10 weeks to make the first arrest. Okay? Now listen to these counts that they have against them. And they all pleaded not guilty. 1 count of malice murder, 4 counts of felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of criminal intent to commit a felony. Now, like I said, they all pleaded not guilty. They're getting life in prison without parole. Now, they literally chased this man down and fatally shot him. Why? Because they pleaded not guilty, that they're not getting the death penalty. Okay, that's 5. 6 is James Holmes. Now, I know everybody is familiar with this. This went literally nationwide. Not too many people talk about it now, but this happened in Colorado. James Holmes was sentenced to life in prison for shooting up a movie theater. Okay, he killed 12 people. He wounded 70. He has 24 counts of first-degree murder. Now, here's the twist. They couldn't reach a unanimous verdict, so they just decided to give him life in prison instead of the death penalty. That's 6. Okay. 7. I believe this is the last one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Richard Bomhammer. Again, this is another case that went nationwide. This was, like James Holmes, a white man that is currently still on death row 20 years after he went on a killing spree in a racial killing. Okay, this happened April 28th of 2000. Now, anybody can go back and look at all these things. All they do is type in their names, and you'll see everything about it. And I got all of this doing research. None of this is made up. None of this is my opinion. Nothing. Okay, so first person he killed was a Jewish person. It was his neighbor. It was a lady. He killed her and then set her house on fire. Then he killed 5 more people of all the different ethnicities. Then he went to a grocery store and killed Anil Thukar and paralyzed Sandeep Patel, which died in 2007. This happened in 2000. He left Sandeep Patel paralyzed, and he ended up dying in 2007. The attorneys also argued that he suffered from a mental illness. Now, that's the last one. So real quickly, I'm going to go back and just briefly now state my opinion. Okay, Calvin Crew, the very first guy that I talked about, which killed the woman in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, is getting the death penalty. Do I believe in the death penalty? No, I do not. I believe in justice, but I do not believe in the death penalty by any means. He did admit to doing it. Should he spend his life in prison? Of course. All this empty space, why not build another prison? Just saying. All this space that people have around here, all these spaces in Pennsylvania, build another prison. Have a prison just for people that are spending their life in prison. Not people that are going to get out in 10, 15, 20 years, 5 years, whatever. Just people that are going to spend their life in prison without parole. Have a prison just for them. Okay? The second one was Ramel Holt, the one that killed the New Kensington officer. He got a death penalty. Like I said, I don't believe in the death penalty by any means. Like, that is something that I am 100% against. I believe in justice being served. Yes, of course I do. But for everything that I named, all these cases that I named, okay, now there were 6 of them that I named. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. 3 of them got the death penalty already. Okay, and the other ones are just spending their life. There's 2 on death row now. But no, I don't believe in the death penalty at all. I do believe in justice, but I don't believe in the death penalty. Okay, so like I said, that was the second one. Let me see. Oh, the third one was Purvis Payne. That was the one with the intellectual disability. He's on death row. Okay, now if he had an intellectual disability, what makes him any different than James Holmes, Richard Bomhammer, or the 3 men that killed the person of color? There is no difference. They're all people. So why do you give the death penalty to people of color but not white people? Just think about it. So like I said, like the third one, the Purvis Payne, he is still on death row, so they didn't kill him yet, but he's on death row. So eventually they're going to come up with a reason to give him the death penalty. Okay. The fourth one was that Troy Davis from Georgia. He killed the police officer. He got the lethal injection. Like I said, I don't know what the death penalty is in other states, but another person of color killed a white officer, got the death penalty. Okay, now, the three men that deliberately chased down this man of color while he was jogging and fatally killed him. Okay, it would be different if it was self-defense, but you literally followed him in your pickup truck, a Ford F-150 pickup truck. You followed him, chased him down, and then was joined by a neighbor. That's the father and son. Was joined by the neighbor, and they fatally shot him. Life in prison without parole. I don't care if you pleaded not guilty or not. I'm sure everybody's proven innocent. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I get that. But why are these three men just spending some life in prison? Not some life, but spending life in prison. But the other ones couldn't. I don't care if you said, yep, I killed them. You don't kill somebody because this is not an eye for an eye. Okay, this is not the Wild Wild West. This is not just shoot people. It's not like that. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you are. All of them counts that they had against them. All of them. Still, just life in prison. Sixth, James Holmes, life in prison. They said he was cuckoo. Life in prison. Because they couldn't reach a unanimous verdict. So if you have 12 jurors and 11 of them said guilty, you mean that one person is going to hold you back from making a final decision? How did he come up with all the ammo? He had it stored in an apartment. He was planning the whole thing. He had stuff in his apartment that was planning everything. Someone that's cuckoo don't do that. They just go do it. I don't know. That was in Colorado. Where's your Bomhammer? Now this man deliberately went on a racial killing spree. Now when I mean racial, I don't mean just people, some people claim black people. I'm talking about he killed people of color. He didn't kill white people. He killed people of color, which is Jewish, Irish, Arab, black, Mexican, whatever. He killed them deliberately. He's still on death row. This happened in 2000. 20 years ago. So, let me just tell you guys this. Oh, and also, too, after he killed, remember I was telling you about how he killed that Sandeep Patel that was paralyzed and then he ended up dying in 2007? After that, he killed 3 more people. He killed, I don't even know how to say the name, it's Ji-Ye Sun, J-I-Y-E space S-U-N, Theo Pham. That was at a Chinese restaurant. Then he went into a karate place, like where they practice karate, and killed a person of color, Gary Lee. Because of the memorandum, he won't be executed. Imagine, but, oh my god, guys, like seriously, I'm gonna show you. Why is he being killed? Why is he getting the death penalty? There's a memorandum that's telling you you cannot kill people, but he's getting the death penalty. God, I'm like, alright. So, this is another thing that I read. There was statistics that show dozens of men that were sent to death, exonerated. Most of them were people of color, men, wrongfully accused of murder. Now, this comes from the data from National Registry of Exonerations, okay? Now, since 1977, and this is also statistics that are accurate, this comes from the Death Penalty Information Center, 21 white people accused of killing someone of color have been executed. 21. Listen to the numbers. 21. While 295 people of color were executed because they were accused of killing white people. Boom. Like, y'all, this gets me so mad because, like, I understand. Like, I understand if you do the crime, you do the time. I get it. Do the time. Not if you do the crime, kill you. So, none of them white people that I mentioned got the death penalty because they were cuckoo or mentally ill. But the person that was of color, Purvis Payne, is on death row right now, awaiting to be killed. But the other three were. Where is the sense, people? Where is the sense of that? Now, I'm not saying it's okay for somebody to go out and kill somebody and, you know, oh, it's okay. Like, don't give them the death penalty. I'm not saying don't have justice. I'm just saying the death penalty is very barbaric and very evil. But I get it, the people that are doing it are programmed, so you kind of can't, like, what can you do? You can't be like, no, don't kill him, because they're going to look at you like, why? He killed somebody. Yeah, a person of color killed a white person, so kill them. But a white person killed a lot of people. Like the kid, I forget what his name is, and I'm not going to guess anything, but the white kid that went to school that one day and just started stabbing people. He was cuckoo. He was suffering from a mental illness. Mental illness, my ass. Illness. On that note, TNT. So y'all, do the research. Because I want to get y'all opinion. Big Bay Day. Let me know what you think. I think it's fucked up. It really is. But what are we gonna do? I don't care. By the way, y'all, I'm eating Hershey's eggs. I don't really eat candy, but I just wanted something different. Because I'm tired of eating my seeds, because they're very addictive. So anyway, guys, please, I thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, if I understand there's going to be some comments on here, but please, guys, I'm not looking for anybody to comment anything ignorant. I believe everybody should receive justice. Everybody's family that suffered from the loss of a family member or a friend or a mother, father, whatever. I do believe that there should be justice, but just not in that fashion. I don't believe killing somebody because they killed somebody else is going to do any justice. It's not going to help the family get over who was killed or who died. You know, what about the families of the victims that were killed from the movie theater or that Richard Bomhammer? What about all them family members? they're not getting justice. I mean, he's on death row or spending life in prison, so that's their justice. So you telling me that getting the death penalty is justice is bullshit. It's bullshit. It really is. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate you guys for tuning into my channel. Can you guys also please share this video? Comment, please. Get them likes up. And please, please, please comment. I'm going to tag as many people as I can in this video. But please comment on this video and let me know what you guys think. Give me your opinion. If you know of anything else, any other stories or any other cases, please share them with me. But also hit the bell for notifications because I'm going to be doing some more videos over the weekend. I'm going to be out. I'm going away for the weekend. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos. But like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I love you guys.